You see my notification? Yeah. Yeah. Hello, 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 hello.
Mystic, it says Mystic.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mystics Live. Welcome to Mystics Lives Collective. Hello, hello, hello. Namaste and blessings to you all. Hello. Make sure to share, follow, and like collectives, okay? So yeah, we're gonna get into it, yes, but first and foremost, collectives, okay? I do want to give a beautiful big thanks to our Lord and Savior, Jesus, yes, always, right? Always. Positive affirmations to everyone, okay? And hopefully everybody's having a productive day so far too as well, collectives, okay? So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? If you do have any questions, collectives, do not be afraid to ask, okay? I will clarify after if I need to, right? If need be, okay? So let's get into the general, all right, collectives? Let's get into the general. And once again, hopefully everybody's having a beautiful, 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 wonderful day, okay? I know I am. All right, collective. So let's get into it. All right, what's weighing heavy on most of my collectives for today, for today here. All right, awesome. Okay, so a lot of you are focused on success. A lot of you are focused on, making some sort of wondrous, beautiful change here. Okay, a lot of you, like I said, could be stuck, possibly maybe in your head about making some sort of move. Okay, possibly some sort of move when it comes to your success and endeavors, or some sort of move when it comes to possibly someone that you may admire, or possibly that you are obviously, talking to in a sense here as well. But yeah, there are huge changes coming for a lot of people here as well. Okay, just continue to basically stay in that positive affirmation, and trust me, your great fortunes are coming, collectives. Okay, especially those that took basically that time to really work on themselves here too as well, and you're already seeing little small changes here and there, right? Especially when it comes to your sense of aptitude, okay, your body, all right? A lot of people are also making changes when it comes to their body, right? So you're listening to your body, right? When you need rest, when you need to eat. A lot of you are realizing too, you may be fasting, okay? You're not really into the whole food circumstance situation. A lot of you, for some reason, are possibly maybe going within and meditating, right? Yeah. And as you basically meditate, as you actually go within, okay, you do ascend collectives, right? And you're seeing these changes, okay? It's a huge turnaround, okay? So it's within the synergy, within the energy here for most of my collectives, okay? So yeah, okay, so there also could be for some reason a lot of conflict too as well, um, that basically needs some sort of closure, or maybe some sort of miscommunication perhaps too as well, okay, that could be causing some sort of confusion, okay, and that can lead to, not a very good ending to say the least, okay. So hopefully a lot of you are either basically giving somebody some sort of closure or understanding, and you're not really like, ignoring it. You know, you have to basically lay down some sort of respect for yourself here initially, or just have the strength. A lot of you are having the strength because, you could be indecisive, right? There could be some sort of confusion, okay? Possibly maybe as to why certain specific people not really in communications with you perhaps, okay? And that's what I'm getting to as well, right? A lot of people basically don't want to start off some sort of conflict, okay? All right, collectives, let's clarify, all right? Let's clarify. All right, hold on. Hey Google, volume two. Sorry, collectives. All right, so yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me now clearly. I was like, wow, the music's much more louder than me. All right, so let's clarify. Yeah, it's a lot of endings possibly going on here. Scorpio energy, okay? A lot of you are in that Scorpionic energy here, okay? It could be, yeah, rebirth, transformation, okay? We do have the Four Swords, all right? So this speak of basically recovery. A lot of you are recovering, okay? Could have been from some sort of trauma, okay? Trauma trigger as well, all right? With the collective. All right, let's continue, shall we? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this basically speaks of running away, self-deception here, but also some sort of protection in a sense here, to say the least. Okay, a lot of people basically may not be ready to conversate some sort of truth here too as well. Okay, there could be a lot of apologies coming into you, especially people specifically from the past here. Obviously, if you are in some sort of situation, possibly with some sort of sibling here with the Six of Cups, there is an apology coming here, but somebody for some reason does not want to receive some sort of apology. There is a bit of defensiveness here too as well. And we do have the Seven of Swords, so it could just be like self-deception in a sense here, or just somebody not really ready to convey some sort of truth to you here, okay, as well. All right, so yeah, that's what it speaks about, basically closure. All right, needing closure. Yeah, Four of Pentacles speaks of basically somebody being selfish too as well, holding on to basically money as well. Okay, most of you too as well can be saving. Okay, but it also speaks of basically holding on to somebody and having a very difficult time letting them go. Okay, collectives. All right, thank you for joining the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, collectives. Hello, hello, everyone. All right, so obviously let's get into the astrology here for most of my collectives. Like I said, if you do have any questions, please let me know. Okay, don't be afraid to let me know down below too as well, collectives. Okay. Hello, Diva. I wasn't. Okay, so some sort of concern happening with somebody named Cindy. Um, some sort of conflict. Hmm. If she's real, got it. Okay, I was trying to put two and two together. I'm like, okay. Hmm. Yeah, Anthony. Okay, so there is conflict. Okay. I believe this person's trying to situate things out. They're trying to situate it out on their end here. Um, I believe they don't really want you to be inclusive in that situation on their end. Okay, because I do believe it'll bring some sort of upheaval or chaos. Okay, even more initially. So I have a feeling, yeah, there is some sort of conflict going on, but yeah, this person is trying to situate that situation out. Basically, being strategic in finding a way to basically receive some sort of support to the extent where it can be healthy to release of this. Okay. um yeah, it's like this person basically has to defend their heart, defend themselves in a sense here too as well. All right, so it's not conflict per se with you in a sense. Okay. It's just something that basically needs to be situated on their end. Okay, because yeah, something could happen basically pretty quickly here. Okay, when it came to some sort of instantaneous connection. Okay, out of nowhere. All right, yeah, because we have the world, so it's like something basically happened pretty quickly. Okay. And someone basically caught some sort of different type of perception or perspective or mindset or way of thinking because it just happened so fast. Yeah, look at that. Two of Swords, which it basically caught some sort of confusion because now this person basically has to make some sort of decision here with the Two of Swords. Okay. But it's going to go in their favor, Wheel of Fortune. All right. And like I said, look, they need the strength right now at this point in time when it comes to soulmate union, soulmate connection. Yep, because it happened pretty quickly here. So Two of Pentacles basically speaks of juggling, right? Or trying to weigh out pros and cons and how to figure out something okay here, because there could be some sort of obsession in a sense here, some sort of toxic circumstance or situation. But it just speaks of soul tie. It speaks of an obsession toward the Queen of Wands or someone that basically has heavy fire in their chart. Three of Wands is basically, yeah, receiving support and assistance, as I indicated, okay, because they're still reflecting on the past circumstance. And this could be you, all right, Virgo energy, yeah, in order to make a decision, heavy here with the Judgment card, and basically give someone some sort of clarity, okay, with the Ace of Swords, so that somebody here can move away from this situation because it is toxic and it's a rough situation. It also has to do with money, okay. um moving because of some sort of job offer or an offer here, and basically being consistent, okay, having a sense of stability and consistency too as well. So it's going to take some time before initially, there can be some sort of connection in a sense, okay. um Yeah, you're gonna have to give it time. It could also be a family circumstance and situation too as well. Okay, yeah, there are some instances where people are just instantaneously meeting people out of nowhere, and it's like a quick connection. And I know how that feels in a sense here too as well. And it's pretty difficult because this person has to situate themselves. Okay, especially when it comes financially, and a family circumstance, a family situation too. So yeah, all right. But they're gonna basically be able to move away from this and get away from this. Okay. All right. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much, collectors. All right. Hello, Zachariah. I'm wonderful. Hello, Diva. Her argument this morning with him. Okay. All right, love. You're welcome, King. It's calling my son and casting, or should I move on? Yes, Spirit already told me. You. Oh my gosh. It's been more than 3 times already. You might get frustrated. You might just be like, I'm good. You might end up saying I'm good. You're so tired of the bickering, the back and forth behavior in a sense here. I don't think you're gonna initially be able to take that. Okay, it's like your soul had enough, and all your soul wants is a sense of companionship, and basically somebody to just be there. You're tired of basically giving of yourself, and you're not really receiving. Okay, and I'm not talking about financially. You're just not receiving lovingly. Okay, no sense of acceptance at all whatsoever. Thank you, Stoby, for the rose. All right, so let's clarify, Zachariah. Okay, Father Zachariah. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Swords. This is what you keep feeling. Yeah, you're gonna cut this person out. You might be carrying divine masculine energy, Queen of Swords. I mean, even though you're hurting, even though you're in pain with that 3 of Swords, you're still basically going to continue to hear this person out in a sense here. And you intuitively know that. You know that it's time to basically let this go, right? And it's causing you a sense of emotion here with the Queen of Cups, okay? Because your intention was something really solid and serious with this person. But yeah, look at that. You're going to end up walking away, like I said. And that's basically your justice here, okay? It's your justice. Um, yeah, you're tired of the arguing, you're tired of the fighting, you're tired of fighting for attention. Okay, and then we have the Death card. All right, it's a done deal. It's over. Knight of Swords. Yeah, and then that's when this person comes back. You see, right when you walk away. Now all of a sudden they want to start something passionate now. All of a sudden, and all it took was for you to freaking walk away, and that sucks. It really does, because basically this person, they didn't really want to hear it at your time. It was basically their time. And then now you're not going to give them any attention whatsoever, so they're just going to start rushing in, following you now. You'll be the runner and they'll be the chaser now. All right. All right, collectors. So let's continue, shall we? Let's continue. All right. Yes, Sylvie. Go ahead, ask your question. I only use the cards for clarity. I only use the cards for clarification. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much, Zachariah. Make sure to share, follow, and like the live. Okay, collectors, please be supportive too as well. All right. Hopefully, I'll be ready to do a nice long story for all of you, so you can basically understand me further. Okay. Thank you for joining too. Hello, hello. Um, I love the confirmation from my fans and followers. I love it. All right, so yes, yeah. You know what? Let's get into it, because you know what? I know we got into the last reading for sure, but the thing is, right? It was I believe it was about a specific sign, and it kind of like resonated with you, I believe. But yeah, let's do a regular reading for you right now initially, okay? Thank you, Father. And then yes, and then we'll clarify, okay? Just collectors, make sure to share, file, and follow, okay? Share the live as much as you can possible, and yes, tap the likes, okay? All right, so we hmm. Yeah, you're scared. You're scared. What are you scared about? You don't mind being alone. But what if you're with somebody and then you still feel alone? And that's fine. That's okay. Okay, so you're accomplishing so much already. But for some reason you feel like, you're telling yourself, and I just don't know why. You want to have a reason as to what you're doing and why you're doing it for. You want to make sure that everything that you're working hard for and that you're gaining um, will have a good end result, and it will. And you're afraid that it will be all for nothing. Because right now you're at a pivotal point in your time that things are basically flowing right for you. Okay, and you're basically justifying yourself here too as well. Okay, because you could have taken accountability possibly maybe for your past ways, your past actions, right? But are we actually accepting that and basically, releasing that and moving forward, moving ahead? And I believe you're trying to gain some sort of strength to do that, because overall everything is a reason for you. There has to be some sort of reason as to why you're doing what you're doing. You don't want to do it for anything, but at the same time, primarily, you come first before anything or anyone else, and obviously God. Okay, so yeah, there's this fear of investing. There's some sort of doubt in a sense here, but it's not really a pushback. It's just initially going to basically put you in your strength enough here to move forward. You're just, right now, you're just recollecting. Okay, right now, you're just, it's weighing heavy in your mind whether or not you should invest in something. Okay, and basically take some sort of risk factor. But how will you know if you don't take that risk, possibly initially with someone? Okay, and it's gonna really really expand your world. It's gonna change your world around because you're very used to being to yourself. And you know what, even when you're with somebody, it's also okay to be alone at times, and then that's healthy. But there's just this big fear, because things that you invest in, they're for the long run, and you don't want to be explaining that to nobody. You just want somebody to basically comfortably understand that and genuinely be accepting of that. So yeah, but I believe things are going to start flowing, because yeah, there's some sort of sense of comfort and happiness. Try not to stay in that comfortability for too long. Okay, sometimes you have to come out your comfort zone, okay, and do things that basically you've never done before. Okay, so there could be some times where you're like on this homey aptitude, and then there's some times where you're like, oh no, I need to do something. I need to step out. I need some air. Take some nature walk. It's good for you. It gives you a whole different set of mind and way of thinking on how to move forward with yourself here, even health wise. Okay, because there could be really a lot going on around you. Okay, too fast, too quick, too soon. And you're very a traditional person, but you're also very patient, right? So you're like an introvert but an extrovert when you need to be. Okay, so what you're doing right now, you're just protecting yourself, Sophie. You're not ready to introduce yourself to the world at this point right now, and that's okay. There's no rush here. Hopefully, whomever you may be resonating with in a sense here, or wanting to start something beautiful with, this person understands you. Okay, and both of you can basically collaborate and work with one another on how to build and grow, but protecting that union. Okay, and that's a concern for you of how you're gonna move forward, continue to protect and sustain and maintain some sort of union that you're happy. Okay, so yeah, let's clarify. All right, yeah, you're in that Queen of Swords energy. Yeah, but you see, look at that, Knight of Wands. You're gonna take that fast forward movement. Yeah, look at that, sleepless nights, Nine of Swords. You're scared. The justice of how you're gonna balance things out, right? Now that you took an accountability on oneself here, and you're gonna move forward. Yeah, because you could have been in your head. Eight of Swords, mental prison, restriction from what you are deserving of, which is basically your Two of Cups, your soulmate. You need to release from that fear. Yeah, look at that. What I said. You're trying to gain this strength, okay? Leo energy. And like I said, things are gonna go in your favor, right? Even though you don't really see things ahead, right? There's still some sort of confusion because yeah, you need to make a decision, okay? With the Two of Swords. And yeah, you look at your whole mindset, your whole perspective, your whole way of thinking and being is going to change because you're maturing. You're maturing, right? Why? Because at first, initially, you've been through a lot of losses in your life, and this is why you're maturing. The fact that you've been through so much and you've experienced so many losses is why you are the way that you are and why you're so cautious. But you basically need to release of that Eight of Swords being in your head, okay? We need fast action. We need fast forward movement. You see? The fact that you're holding on to hope and faith, this is Aquarius energy. There's fast forward movement, like I said, okay? All right, so yeah, that's the clarity. Thank you, Father. Okay. Good afternoon, Lisa. How are you? Blessings to you, love. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing the live. Hello, B. How are you? Hello, hello, everyone. Blessings. Welcome. Hi, Naya. The most loyal person. I love it. Okay. All right, collectives. I love it when I'm on here. Thank you for the share, following lives. Okay. I'm wonderful. Thank you. Just continuing to do wondrous works. Thank you for the likes again, collectives. Okay. Um, I do hope, and I'm praying, that there'll be more viewers, there'll be more people in this live. So, and then I can be able to basically give that sense of healing and clarity and clarification to more people, for the people as they come in the live here as well, and not be afraid to basically ask specific questions, especially when you need that clarity and that understanding. Okay, collectives, all right? Thank you, Sophie. Um, it's just factors basically coming from above. Okay, I always do love when my fans and my followers also send me confirmation. Okay, and a testimonial. I usually take screenshots of those too, by the way. Okay, so yeah, my people come first. Okay, obviously the Lord comes first, but you know what I mean. All right, so collectives, let's get into a sign here. All right, let's get into a sign. I know I read Aries before, right? And I know I did Leo initially here yesterday too as well. Um, let's get into Sagittarius. Let's do Saggies. Let's see what's going on for the sign of Sagittariusism. At this point in time, my Sagittariuses are in deep reflection, deep reflection in a sense. Not saying that they're, out there in a corner meditating somewhere and not initially talking to anybody. Okay, no, not that type of deep reflection. They're not monks. It's just deep reflection because there's a lot of emotions going on, all boggled up inside, right? It's really difficult to let some sort of emotion out, especially when it's some sort of truth now, right? So a lot of my Sagittariuses are really determining here the fact that, yeah, they're unconditionally loving someone, okay, or possibly maybe in love with someone to the extent where there's a sense of frustration for most of my Sagittarius collectives of basically not starting some sort of sense of communication or initiation in a sense, and it is frustrating, okay. So there could be a lot of regret, possibly maybe past sadness in a sense here, based off of a decision that was made, right? And it was made like out of the blue, Sagittarius. It was made out of nowhere. Yeah, there was an initial cutoff too as well because yeah, someone basically had this sense of internal realization here that they weren't really for them, right? There was a quick comparison, okay, and it's not really good to compare people, especially when there's a sense of newness, right? But it's like for most of my Sagittarius is, you really outweigh the pros and cons in regards to this newness, in regards to this person. And, the fact that they basically may have had some sort of misrepresentation or some sort of mask to the extent where, it's like you thought for a second here that this person was going to be like your previous person. Okay. And I just call it basically like a rebound. Okay, take it how you want it, Sagittarius. But yeah. So yeah, there could be some sort of sadness here in a sense, okay, where, most of my Sagittarius may have basically needed to really reflect and possibly may have been alone in some sort of vicinity, city area location where they basically had to come together and be around family or basically people that they usually mainly socialize with because the emotion, the impact is pretty severe here, right? It didn't really allow most of my Sagittariuses to be their utmost best, right? But sometimes pain, heartache, heartbreak, sadness, regrets, it really pushes you to become the best of you in a sense, right? But it's like for some reason, Spirit is saying to hold back at this point in time because there's still some sort of lesson that's not being understood nor learned here because you keep giving. Okay, you keep trying to validate something. I don't really know initially, Sagittarius, is what you're trying to validate for. Because, my Sagittarius is, they do speak their mind, but now because they're having this sense of vulnerability and sensitivity to the extent where, you know, they can care less whether they have spoken their mind previously in the past, whether they stood in their strength in the past. Why? Because they're very vulnerable at this point in time. And all they want is basically to receive the love that, they possibly could have missed. And they find it very difficult to receive that. So a lot of my Sagittarius are having this sense of realization that they're settling, okay, because they don't want to go through some sort of healing. They don't want to feel that pain. It is horrible. It's horrendous. I understand that. But it's the only way that is basically going to mature you and make you a better person in who you are. Okay, because a lot of my Sagittarius are having this realization that there could have been some sort of, judgment. The tongue does get you in trouble, Okay. There could have been some sort of misjudgment, miscommunication, anger, frustration, and not really much self-awareness or reality or truth speaking, right? But Sagittarius says you have a tendency of basically being honest and straightforward with other people. You don't mind speaking your mind because you don't initially. But when it comes to you, right, you have a very difficult time taking accountability for your actions here, even if it was basically pretty quickly in a sense here as well. Now, Sagittarius says, I would tell you this much, if you have to write it down, if you need to basically feel like for some reason no one's really understanding you, or you feel like, you really can't initially express something because basically a lot of people are just tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again, right? And they basically possibly may have persuaded you to do something about it initially if you're not that happy basically where you're at, or if you're just not happy in general after basically investing either, or wasting time, right? There's just this deep sense of regret that for some reason you feel like you need to do something about it physically in order for yourself to feel good. There's also a sense of suppression too, as well. I'm also seeing anger possibly maybe be taken out on family or siblings in a sense here too as well. And you're telling yourself, wow, I need to really calm down because I do have this tendency of being really, really upset and uptight with people that I don't need to be uptight with at all whatsoever. So maybe I do need to continue to work on myself and find myself initially here, okay, Sagittariuses. But overall, when it comes to your sense of financials, I do see stability. I see up and down, up and down, up and down. But yeah, there is this cause of concern for establishment and stability in the long run, right? And that's understandable, right? Because yeah, you're trying to reach some sort of goal, and Sagittarius is you're very action oriented, okay, and you basically continue to move forward here in your path with your life. Sagittarius is so, you know, it's okay to reflect on the past, Sagittarius, but it's not okay to basically mourn on them for so long. If you really initially want to do something about it, Sagittarius, you have the desire and the energy and the fire to basically put your foot down and really just cut it all out. But it's very difficult for you because there's immense passion, but nobody really understands your sense of passion or talent or dignity and everything basically that you've endured and went through, right? Because nobody's you. So you're really trying to go after, okay, what is it that you want, that you believe that you wasted so much time and your life path on initially here, okay? So yeah, you're just speaking the truth now, a lot of my Sagittarius, they had it, okay? They had it, and they're just basically procreating or collaborating now. They're focused on work. moving forward here. Okay, you're possibly maybe initially meeting with business partnerships right now at this point in time. Sagittarius is, you're very good when it comes to network, when it comes to connections, when it comes to meeting people, speaking to people here, because you're very creative, right? You're telling yourself, come on, there's nothing I can't do, and that's right. But it's not about nothing you can't do, it's about accomplishing what you started. And that's hard within itself. Sagittarius is, you jump around from one project to the other. Really work on that, because that's a weakness that basically needs to just be strengthened. That's all. Okay, it doesn't say that you're nobody less, or that you're more than up, but the fact that you're gonna start feeling good when you're accomplishing one thing at a time. Okay, and try to think before you actually speak. Okay, because that could be also a cause of concern initially as to why you believe that nobody really wants to be around your energy, your synergy, or around you. And it's because you're throwing people off that were supportive to you. Okay, and they really don't want to be around that negativity or that negative energy. So hopefully you're not masking that, and you're actually feeling that, receiving that, and then releasing of it. Okay, so let's clarify here for my Sagittarius collectives here initially. Okay, but yeah, your finances are going to be great. A lot of you could be going to basically back to school or studying something new. Okay, yeah, Page of Swords. Wow. So it's someone very witty, okay, very ahead of the game here now, okay. Um, they're very methodical here at this point in time here. It also speaks of basically wanting to come in towards an apology too as well, towards basically someone that you could be happy with here with the Sun card. So you're taking a look at someone that you're happy of or about, okay, or you basically want to bring in some sort of happy news. Okay, so this could basically initially be some sort of message when it comes to longevity and expression, or the intent of being happy. Okay, so this could be an apology here. Okay, an apology, and what your intentions are moving forward. Okay. Okay, yeah, about speaking some sort of truth when it comes to a third party situation and a circumstance. Okay, which it speaks of basically interference. Okay, there's an apology about some sort of interference, or there's an apology initially about someone, um, that you basically could have came straightforward to and told them that you're happy, Sagittarius, and you knew that there was some sort of interference here. And yeah, okay, yeah, that's why you need to recover, because you are in pain. Okay, because Sagittarius, you basically made it your business here, to travel or to send some sort of message to someone, and you found out that there's some sort of interference with a third party, or just interference in general of someone basically being honest with you, that they're with somebody and they're happy, and that really caused some sort of heartbreak and heartache. Okay, so you could be recovering from mental illness, spiritually and emotionally too, with the Four of Swords. Okay, and this is, yeah, like I said, this is allowing you to basically be mature, this pain that you're feeling. Okay, with the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. All right, and yeah, there is regret. There's regret from so many lost cups in the past. So yeah, you're trying to figure out what was it and why, right? The who, what, why, where, when. So we do have the world. Okay, so you're starting to basically get the bigger picture with the world card. Okay, there is a different perspective, and the fact that you basically had to go through some sort of pain so that you can outgrow that and not experience that all over again, because it was really disheartening and heartbreaking to you, Sagittarius. Is okay. So right now you can just be focused on really just going towards your happiness at this point in time, because yeah, either way, even though you're burdened when it comes to so many responsibilities, there is a sense of basically taking about 15 steps back initially, and asking yourself whether or not you basically want to continue investing in something, or if you should invest in something or someone initially here. The Queen of Pentacles just speaks of basically you taking your power back and your control, and really just being focused on yourself at this point in time, because you're burdened. Okay, all right. um Not yet. Not till most of my Sagittarius is basically healed from a past person. Okay, because it's like for some reason, you know, in their head they believe that they're cutting this situation out, right? But no, they're still holding on to that baggage and basically enforcing themselves to start dating. So when they're dating, right, it doesn't feel right. You don't care if this person looks good. You don't care if this person wants to lay it down, because in your head is that past person. It's like for some reason my Sagittarius is like, no one compares to this person. I'm going to fight for this person. So then why date? That means you're not ready. Heal, okay? Yeah, this person could still be spying on someone, or trying to figure out a way to come in and basically send some sort of apology. So most of my Sagittarius says, no, you're not yet. No. And I believe you won't be. You won't be till, oh my gosh, 9 months from now, 10, 11, maybe 11 months or 10 months from now, until you release of this mindset, this restriction, this mental prison, believing that you don't deserve love. Okay. Yes, baby blue. I'll do Capricorns. All right. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you, Hollywood. Thank you for the gifts, love. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Oh man, my ring, my nose ring. I can't wait, guys, to take this nose ring out. It is annoying. I know most of you gotten, possibly maybe some of you have gotten nose rings before, and you know you have to like let it heal. You can't take it out. All right, so hold on to like this. It is annoying. It's like so long. All right. All right, so let's do Capricorn collectors, and then I'm going to clarify again with the cards. Okay, I'm going to go within here. And let's see what's going on for my Capricorn collectors here. Okay, Capricorn, sun, okay, sun, moon, and rising. Yes, all right. Um, I usually like to, I don't really like to include north nodes, all right, because that's just somebody's fortune after they learned their south node, which is basically karma in a sense. Okay. So we're going to exclude the Capricorn North nodes. We'll speak about that aside, okay? Because usually Capricorn North nodes are relatively related to any sign, okay? It really doesn't justify anything, right? All right, so yeah. So my Capricorns, those, okay, it's going to be basically related to those that know that they have Capricorn and Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? Like a Capricorn ascendant in a sense too as well. We are in the sextile position. Okay, so that speaks of harmonious moments and times, and it's usually always a good thing with the earth sign. So I just want to update all of you on that, that you have the benefits of basically coming into union with your person, if obviously if you are with somebody, and being harmonious together, okay, being able to collaborate and work with one another easily. It is not, it won't become a challenge, right? Initially it'll become a challenge when we'll get into that trine, right? Trine is from the astrology, from the charts collectives, okay? So just make sure you go on neonatal.com and just look at your charts, okay? And make sure you don't show nobody what's in your charts, okay? Because that is your life in general, those charts, okay? Depending on the planet's alignment too as well, all right? Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. All right, so Capricorn, let's get into it, shall we? Let's see what's going on, all right? All right. All right, Capricorn. Thank you, Father. Mm, okay. My Capricorns are Capricorns. You have this tendency of mixing business with love. I don't know why. I don't ask. I don't know if there's some sort of confusion or um, some sort of intention overall here. Okay, after releasing from, if a lot of you could have been in some sort of marriage and you just completely ended it, or are thinking of ending it because of some sort of lie or deception or betrayal, possibly externally or within a family dynamic, okay? Um, I'll explain it more further here, all right? Because it's a difficult circumstance, right? So yeah, a lot of you are at this point in time really weighing heavy in your head of what basically could have happened here, right? But obviously your mind's not in that at that moment. But Capricorns, you will be ready to initially have some sort of sincere conversation that is needed or to be had. Okay, I'm getting for a sense here that there is no communication. Okay, you're having a difficult time, especially if you are in a marriage or if you've been in a marriage for a very, very long time. So yeah, Capricorns, you can have heavy, heavy earth in your chart. Okay, yeah, Virgo. Capricorn or Taurus in your chart, okay? And I'm getting Virgo initially here, all right? So your Capricorns could possibly be maybe in the third, fourth, or fifth house, okay? So check your charts, collectives, all right? So yeah, there could have been some sort of really someone's feeling betrayed, okay? And this could be vice versa. Please take what resonates, okay? Even though there wasn't no initial factor here or conversation in a sense, there is someone that is feeling a sense of betrayal or deceit, okay? Um, and it's pretty deep. Okay, so there could be no communication or just little to non communication, and someone's really feeling it heavily here. Okay, so there also could have been some sort of, for my Capricorns too, you may have found out something, okay, possibly maybe over a phone, on a phone, or some sort of picture. Maybe somebody was watching someone's social media. And this also could have been in a family dynamic situation, okay? A sibling of a sibling or someone's siblings, possibly maybe husband or vice versa, wife in a sense here too as well when it comes to my Capricorns, right? And it could have possibly also been at work, right? Work from home, a home situation too as well, right? Both of you initially could be working, right? Having this sense of suppression of really not relatively wanting to talk about it or come up with it right now at this point in time, if it is a family dynamic circumstance and situation, okay? And those for my Capricorns that basically are single, you're just going to choose to basically be single at this point in time, yeah, because your priorities were all up in a bunch, right? And scattered everywhere, especially with everything that basically happened in the world. And you're not really roughly ready for, a new start. And if you are ready for a new start, it's just for some sort of fun, okay? But be careful because it can become very, very toxic. All right, and I do believe that that's a problematic situation for most Capricorns, right? Um, you're right, your desires are there always, right? But we have to have obviously proportions, right? Precautions when it comes to meeting some sort of newness or someone, because you don't really know what they're carrying or what they have or whom they dealt with previously before you, in a sense, or if things really get fiery in the room, Capricorns, you can catch some sort of obsession or toxic situation, some sort of soul tie where initially all you wanted was just a good time, right? And you're like, oh wow, this was a good time plus more, you know. I've never really had that or something like that I'm getting. So just be careful too as well. I'm also getting like sneaky link behavior. um, just make sure that you're being honest with yourself and I'm honest with the other person on what mainly your intentions are. If you're not wanting to settle down, be sincere with yourself so that can lessen some sort of heartache that you're still going through initially. Okay, and this is why most of my Capricorns really don't want to start any sort of newness. Especially if there's no sense of history, right? There's no history, so how can you know whether or not you want to start with someone if there was no history, right? Most of my Capricorns are also dealing with someone severely toxic and dangerous too as well. I'm just putting it out there, okay? Someone that has not worked on themselves, and there is a sense of codependency going on here for my Capricorns. There's a lot of circumstances and situations that can basically lead to sneaky behavior, or they can some sort of strategic, very smart, outwitty behavior. And Capricorns, you have a tendency of, yeah, being ahead of the game, being one up. Also, especially those that already have some sort of businessship, entrepreneurship too as well. You are ahead of the game. And most of my Capricorns that have that business mindset, you're feeling a sense of betrayal. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I'm getting. Okay, some sort of liar to see here, especially like I said, if you were with someone for many years in a marriage, you are very highly upset. Okay, because you're seeing basically some sort of sense of exposure or the truth right in front of you here, and it heavily has to do with the family situation dynamic here. And you're really weighing out the causes and effect and why this may have occurred initially, right? And it's really hurting you because now you're seeing the truth for what it is. So I do believe your intentions overall, when it came to a sense of communication, on your intentions and what you actually wanted, right? On a very high spiritual level. And someone could have basically, for some reason, um, either hid that or masked that, or I believe the Lord, for some reason, kind of protected this person from possibly maybe the family, or protected this person from themselves, basically. Okay. So, yeah. Hello. So, yeah, there could be some sort of set circumstance and situation. Okay. And this person basically just, they don't really want to talk about it at all. They just want to cut this person off. And if obviously you're married, um, yeah, they're gonna basically put their foot down. Capricorns have this tendency of also being honest and putting their foot down here, and said, it's been years of, a lie. You put me on a lie. I invested all this in you, and you lied to me, right? So there could have been some sort of, yeah, deception, deceit, betrayal, or lie in a sense here, and some sort of possibly initial after the fact threat in a sense here, because someone really feels, tied to the corner. And they're, very upset now that they feel like they're losing their end all be all person, because they were so used to being invested into, right? But yeah, someone actually seeing the person for what they are and is, in a sense, because yeah, at this point in time, God is basically doing a sense of justice and judgment over the whole world at this point in time, right? And a sense of exposure to as well. Okay. And so the truth starts coming out. Okay. So yeah, um, there is upset. Okay, someone's truly upset within either a family dynamic and or externally too as well. Okay, and this could be colleagues, this could be friendships, or friends possibly that you had in the past. Yeah, a lot of my Capricorns with heavy earth sign in their chart, and a little bit of fire and a little bit of water. They're very upset of the deceit and the betrayal. Okay, so they basically want to, either come like towards, like I said, with a very beautiful apology, or the intention overall that they're not going to give up on something that they give up before previously, and they believe that someone is deserving of someone, of something genuinely, whether they basically be with this person or they're just basically friends or not talking at all, right? So yeah, Capricorns have a beautiful sense of giving and loving and just returning a favor, especially when they believe that, they were wrong. Okay, they're accepting that, but they do want to do something about it. So yeah, someone, a lot of people, my Capricorns, you could either initially just be suppressing that sense of emotion by just being distracted and working, or there is like very little talking, or talking but not talking about what's really hurting you, because someone can't even look at you in the face anymore, and that hurts, right? A lot of people are basically having sleepless nights. So you may have been dealing possibly with another air sign. Okay, water sign, air, water, mostly air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, mainly Cancer, Scorpio, or somebody, that you may have left could have had high fire in their chart too as well. And yeah, there was a lot of you know Capricorns. You basically seen potential in a lot of people, right? But there was one, or maybe more than one person, possibly maybe two, that you've seen the potential, but you gave up on because you basically listened to outside sources instead of really going within and seeing this person for who they actually are, and what was God actually trying to do with someone specifically here as well. So there could be a lot of sense of sadness and regret, okay, weighing heavy in someone's heart, okay, and it hurts. It really does hurt because yeah, the outcome is not good, okay. Um, yeah, Capricorns, I know you don't have a tendency of basically leaving people out in the dust like that, right? Um, so obviously, I know, you're very giving and loving. So, you might just, put your foot down and say what you need to say, when it comes to a sense of obviously knowing that this person has somewhat some type of security, especially if you're married, right? Initially to just know that this person's good, but, you are telling yourself, I'm not, you never deserve my love, right? It hurts. It freaking hurts. So, yeah, you're just focused on business right now while you're in pain, and you're still in your head because it's hurting. So you're trying to figure out a way to initially either come towards somebody with a huge apology, or give somebody, because you know that they've been, you know, in pain and struggling, and they suffered for very long. And Capricorns, you feel bad because you feel like you were part of that mess. Okay. All right, so let's clarify, shall we? Now that I just went within, right, for my Capricorn collective, that was pretty deep, don't you think? Barajas like word. Thank you, Michaela. Oh, hi, Michaela. How are you? Hello, hello. A lot of people now call me Mystic, so I just put Mystic. But yeah, sooner or later, collectives, I will be doing a nice video or possibly maybe a book monologue on how my story of my life and everything basically initially occurred and happened here. Because a lot of people send me a beautiful message all the time. They want to know, who am I, you know? So I just call myself Mystic, you know. Consider it a mystic practitioner, which I do believe the last mystic person was at what, 1772. That was very long, right, guys? Years ago. And then we had like a false one. I think, where was her name? Miss Cleo or something like that. So yeah, collectives, all right. So yeah, let's clarify. Yeah, you see, death. Okay, a lot of you are also going through some sort of ascension, rebirth, and awakening to as well, transformation. Okay, and the death just speaks basically of you really wanting to just end this, okay, or end something that you basically initially started with, or someone that you started with that you believe, you know, you believed in them. So you cut out someone that you thought that, you know, wasn't it, right? That they were crazy or something, you know, or something was just, you know, wrong with them. But it wasn't even that. It was just God protecting his people from the world and from themselves. Okay. And usually mainly a lot of, you know, spiritual people and tuned people too as well will understand that. Okay, that basically that's what just needed to happen. All right, so yeah, so we have the death card. Okay, Scorpio energy, like I said, Scorpio. Okay, a lot of you could have been dealing with the Scorpio, or may have, you know, heavy Scorpio in their chart. But yeah, you're moving away from this. Okay, see, Six of Swords as clarity. All right, because it was a very long, rough situation. Okay, Knight of Wands. All right, yeah. Fast forward movement, action, action. Wand speaks about actions, right? Somebody wants to take action, and obviously their intention is a serious union, right? With the Hierophant Taurus energy, heavy Taurus in their chart here as well, because they're having a different perspective, a different mindset, a different way of thinking, right? And as I indicated once again in clarity with the Five of Cups, there's loss and there's regret, right? Um, but they really want to set things right, right? But remember, you know, people have free will, right? So basically, you know, it could be you, Capricorns, um, or, you know, those that have heavy earth in their chart. At this point in time, it could just be, you know, the intention is pure, it's good, it speaks of commitment, it speaks of relationship, but you got to also understand the other side, right? It's two people making a decision, right? So it may not go your way, you know, where either you may be forgiven, and that's about it, right? There may be friendship conversation initially where you could basically have the time to start over, or if not, you know, you may just want an apology, right? Until this person basically continues to heal in a sense, right? Or they just may not want to talk to you ever again, right? It just depends on someone, okay? So we have the High Priestess. So this does speak of spiritual union and a spiritual connection. Okay, so someone could be seeing that. Oh my God, like, oh my God, that's my person, right? Um, yeah, look at that betrayal. Ten of Swords, and the Hierophant and the High Priestess also just speaks about, you know, divine, right? Divine counterpart. Basically, what God put together, no one can separate, right? Um, so yeah, there's someone that, yeah, feels like they're in a corner. Remember, like I said, Eight of Swords, restriction, right? Mental prison too, as well. Like, why? Like, why does someone basically, you know, put some sort of veil on me, right? And initially, Capricorns, you may have allowed this to happen. You didn't really see it for what it actually is because you just didn't want to. You know, you were so comfortable in your set position, in a sense here, that you thought that you had the end all be all. And let's see how, yeah, look at your person is in regret. And this could be you too as well, okay? Because it's like for some reason someone knew that someone basically had something, or, you know, internally, right? And they never spoke about it. So they could have just basically lied to this person to basically benefit off of them in a sense here. Um, yeah, initially making them believe that, you know, they are what they basically are, right? A lot of you Capricorns could like the number 777. all right, or possibly maybe earth signs, they like 777. You could have possibly been an army or an army person, okay, and not an army, you could just have a business of your own, okay. um, yes, Mariah, I do love, actually, I don't know why it's not in the front of the profile. Okay, I'm gonna comment down below what it actually is initially here, and obviously, yeah, collectors, if you do want a full fledged private reading, go ahead, all right, but yeah, let me know and send an email where it actually initially says email. Okay, it's there. I commented. Oh man, this nose ring is driving me insane. Look at this, guys. Give me a sec. It's just gonna continue to fall. All right. All right, so let's see what else. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Okay, someone that has Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius in their chart somewhere highly aspected. Okay. All right. Okay, Mariah, go ahead. So just click the email button. All right. Click the email button. All right. So collectors, let's get into another sign, shall we? Since I'm doing earth signs, let's just get over earth signs, right? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. And then I'm going to do fire signs. So hopefully everybody's sharing and liking the live, also following as well too. And make sure to be supportive towards the live too, collectives, okay? And like I said, if you do have a question, okay, don't be afraid to initiate your question. I'll just go through the list accordingly. And I will answer you too as well, and also clarify if need be too as well, okay? All right. So yeah, let's get into, let's see if I want to do Taurus or if I want to do Virgos, right? Yeah, let's do Virgos. Let's do Virgos. And then I'm gonna do Taurus collectives, okay? And then we'll just continue further. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Father. Okay. All right. So let's go within heavy on my Virgo collectives, okay? No, you did not miss it. Baby, you're fine. Baby blue. Fire signs will be after the earth signs collectively, okay? Just be patient with me because I really go in depth. I do go deep, okay? So yeah. All right, so Virgos, let's do this, right? Let's ask God, our Father, Lord, to allow me to continue to go within, okay, when it comes to my Virgo collectives and see, what needs to basically be done moving forward here too as well. All right. All right, cool. All right, so Virgos, what's going on? Wow, transformation. There's a lot going on internally. Okay, a lot of my Virgos are really understanding for some reason their bodily language. Okay, it's like your body is really helping you internally here exceed, expand, and grow. Okay, my Virgos, you could really be tending to yourself, taking care of yourself the best way you know how and the best way you can too as well. You're also protecting everything that you've gained thus far, so far too as well. Initially here from my Virgo collectives here, right? And aside from Virgo North Node, I'll explain Capricorn North Node, Virgo North Node here. It's going to be pretty quick and legit, okay? So let's just continue here for my Virgos, Moon, Sun, and Rising, okay? Aside from Virgo North Node, okay? All right. All right, so Virgos, let's do the general. Let's include financials and obviously love too as well, right? So Virgos, you're not, you don't want to go backwards. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. You're not doing it. Either someone's really going to have to work hard for it to basically receive your sense of acknowledgement. A lot of my Virgos really transcended and ascended. You guys grew. Okay. I don't really think you're really wanting to be of service towards anything or anyone if it's not being basically reciprocated to you. And if you are being of service at this point in time, it's because you feel like it, not because nobody's telling you to. It's because you're just allowing it. Okay. So I believe Virgos is just different. It's a different circumstance and situation. Yeah, you could be stuck at this point in time, but it doesn't mean that you're stuck because you want to be and that you're not doing nothing and you're being lazy. No, you're just stuck because it's like a yo-yo effect, okay, or like some sort of pressure nozzle, that's just basically going to. It's something that you're doing, something you're achieving, something that you're accomplishing, okay, and I believe you're not going to basically allow anybody to stop you. And obviously, those that are supportive of you and that are going to continue to be supportive, obviously, you're going to be there because Virgos, you haven't changed your love inside. It only grew and increased. A lot of people, possibly for some reason, may have tried to use some sort of manipulative tactic against you here, to really see if you initially did heal, if you are a better person, and if you basically are, transcending, or, or are you full of it? That's all people want to know. That's it, right? But yeah, you're not explaining anything to anybody. My Virgos have basically chosen to initially just set aside themselves here in the back and just make sure that everything just dies out, right? Any sense of tedious nuisance behavior or negative thought in a sense here, or plots or deceits and betrayals. I mean, you don't want none of it, right? So what you're doing is basically you're quickly cutting it out. Most of you could be blocking it out in a sense here. A lot of you, for some reason, initially just either didn't feel like paying something, whether it be your phone, whether it be a car note, I don't know. You just didn't feel like paying it. And that's fine. That's completely fine, right? You didn't die, right? You're breathing. So Virgos, I believe that's what you call a part of impracticality. Okay, so a lot of my Virgos are really utilizing impracticality because Virgos, you're mutable. You're mutable, right? So a lot of my Virgos too, as well. Either you could have been part of some situation and circumstance, and you want no part of it, or you put yourself in the situation that you just don't want no part of it at this point in time, not now, right? Because your focus is one thing and one thing only, right? And that's you, okay? Which is beautiful, all right? A lot of you could be really transcending, like I said, from a cocoon to a butterfly, and that's because there is a beautiful purpose and intention, right? So you're going to be seeing a lot of changes ahead, all right? And what you're going through now is just basically, it's going to change you for the better, okay? And it's really, it's knowingly allowing you to basically receive some sense of wisdom internally too as well. A lot of you too are being guided on your purpose, on your own paths, okay, Virgos, and you're doing the best that you can, okay? You're not complaining, you're not asking, you're just doing, okay? Even when you're feeling a sense of lack, or you're feeling tired, or you feel like, are you doing so much? And you can care less about receiving some sort of acknowledgement or validation, because you already worked on yourself when it came to that, in a sense. All right, I also do initially want to indicate to people that the front of my profile, like the quick videos too as well, that really tells you a lot about the butterfly effect. Okay, so go through each video, obviously, on how you want to make sure that you are ascending and transcending correctly. And initially, obviously, that's another video for another time that I'm going to be speaking about, especially when it comes to my life in general and what I endured since a child, since a baby. And it's more than just those videos, but those videos are just basically a recollective of a portion of basically transcending from a cocoon to a butterfly collectors, okay? So make sure you really listen to it thoroughly and fully, and you're gonna understand why those quick videos were made, right? And that's just something the Lord told me to do. So I just did it, and then all of a sudden I stopped. Maybe because that was just it, um, on a very you know one-to-one consolidated basis. Okay, it was beautiful, Seda, and welcome back. Thank you so much. I'm just talking about Virgos right now, okay, wholeheartedly in every area, and just seeing how we can basically justify if there's any internal struggles, right? So a lot of my Virgos are internally struggling, and I'm getting, for some reason, a lot of you could have oh yeah, pressure point. A lot of you really could have put your foot down. If it wasn't towards a loved one, if it wasn't towards family, if it wasn't towards colleagues, right? It's like you really didn't have to say anything. A lot of you really just either walked away from the BS, or just don't want to really deal with it at this point in time until you're actually initially ready, right? And yeah, some of you just basically put also your foot down when it came to a sense of direct communication on why things are just not okay. Okay, so yeah, a lot of you, like I said, you're just tired. Okay, and you're being very supportive, like I said, because you're allowing it, not because no one's enforcing you to. Okay, so a lot of changes. Okay, be prepared for a lot of changes ahead, and it's going to happen pretty quickly here. Okay, and like I said, Virgos, you are deserving of these either offers or gifts. So please receive them. Do not deny them at all whatsoever. Virgos, you deserve it. You are deserving of it. A lot of you are going to be traveling. Okay, you're going to have that initial time to travel because you're going to be upgrading. Okay, and that's just what God does, especially when you are correctly working on yourself the right way, right? And not basically missing any pointers at all whatsoever. So, when it comes to a mental discipline, emotional discipline, okay, integrity and dignity and respect for yourself heavily here as well. Even when there was some sort of misguide or misjudgment in a sense here too. All right, collectives, my Virgos, you guys are loved. Um, you might not be receiving that right now because you just don't want it. Like I said, you're only going to allow what you want to allow at this point in time moving forward. And hopefully, if people are there, they're there. If they're not, then they're not. You're okay with that. You are completely okay with that. You're learning to basically love yourself, Virgos, and you're learning to just be humble and just relax. Be to yourself. You can care less if you're like in a freaking corner of a chair watching some freaking Netflix by yourself. Yeah, some popcorn. Okay, that is a good time for a Virgo. Trust me. All right. So also Virgos, make sure you're taking enough rest and you're taking sleep. Okay. If you don't have to be up, please don't be up. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, look at that. Three of Swords. You're healing still. Okay, you're still in that ending process of healing, but you're healing. It could also speak of the fact that there's a lot of shock, there's a lot of awe, and that awe and that shock is a sense of regret, okay, and sadness, like I said, and a lot of people could be feeling hurt, okay, yes. So we do have a King of Wands. Like I said, is someone pretty determined, pretty desirable, pretty passionate about you here, and they're going to be making a decision here. They're really putting their foot down because they know exactly what they want. Four of Wands, this speaks of union, okay? Some sort of union, wanting to come in some sort of union too as well, okay? And this is the Judgment card, all right? So, yeah, after prayer and prayer and prayer, obviously, I do believe your prayers are being heard, Virgos, okay? So yeah, look at that. Yeah, you have the strength, Leo energy. So you might have heavy Leo in your chart, Virgos, okay? And this speaks of Four Cups, past decisions, okay? So somebody could really be in regret about basically making some sort of wrong decision in the past here. Five of Wands speaks of the fact that someone's not going to back down, nor are they going to give up. But they feel for some reason, they feel like they have to be in some sort of competition in a sense here with the Five of Wands, okay? They could also have Gemini in their chart too as well with the Lover's card. Five of Wands just basically speaks of, somebody could basically just be afraid. Or if not afraid, just, about some sort of arguments. There could be arguments, Virgos, in the back end here, okay, about some sort of lover, or like I said, them wanting to basically end something with someone, or having a conversation about, like I said, some sort of backstab behavior, okay, or just some sort of plot or lie. All right. All right. Gorilla, send a email, love, okay? A direct email. And I will respond to you initially on how to get a personal reading, okay? And I will book you. I will literally book you, all right? Just like I'll book the other person. So that's what I do. I book after possibly I receive payment collected, and then obviously I give you that full reading, all right? And I do ask, would you like for me to clarify? And if you don't need clarification, then I won't send it, okay? But like I said, I don't really use the cards. I only do it because of skepticism, okay? Okay, collectives. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live. Hello, Ella. How are you? Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes, too, as well. And hopefully everybody's trying to stay basically productive, and positive, too, as well, okay? All right. Okay, so, wow, that was deep for my Virgos, right? And basically the fact that I actually clarified right after, too, as well, really reflected on what I was indicating, collected, okay? So let's get into Taurus now. All right. Thank you for the hand heart, Seda. Seda, if you do have a question, let me know. Okay, indicate your question down below. And thank you for the support once again. I appreciate it. Okay. No, Mariah, I actually haven't. Not yet. No. No, but I do like and enjoy to see people reflect or indicate their sign, right? So sometimes, I would go towards my followers and fans, and I would pause the reading that I'm doing for a specific sign because of you have the courage to basically put your sign there, okay? Okay, so I'm just after A41 on here. So okay, not a problem. Okay, all right, all right. All right, collectors. We're gonna do Taurus. Okay, I will move to Pisces. Okay, um, and Ella, I did do Virgo. I'm about to send you a video. Um, Scorpio, beautiful collectives. All right. So Seda, you are a Libra, correct? Right? Yeah. A lot of my Libras are they don't have time for the tedious and the nonsense, especially what you put yourself into or towards, just to not really fully heal as you should have. It was just about a lot of support, right? And benefits in a sense here too as well. Um, yes, Ella, I will put it on YouTube. Okay, I will. All right, hold on, collectives. Give me a sec. I don't know. Give me a sec, collectives. Okay, there we go. That was so weird right now. All right. I guess it's based off of my energy. Seda, I already did Capricorn. Okay. So I did Capricorn and I did Virgo already. All right. So I'm going to be doing Taurus collectives. Okay. So please be patient with me. Um, everyone is basically either going to match. Obviously, Virgos, Taurus, Capricorns, they could be in the same, energy field, but basically just a different, circumstances, situation, possibly maybe a little bit opposite in a sense too as well. Okay. So let's get into it. Yeah, you have it in your chart. Awesome. Yeah, but it depends on what house and what house we are in and what planet is aligning at this point in time. Okay. That you'll know which one is for you and which house is for you, and what you're going to be going through or basically learning. I know it's confusing. I'm going to, speak of the astrology just a little bit more and get in depth with it so, my people can understand it further too as well, because the astrology is amazing. It's beautiful, especially when, the planets align with the earth and people's persona and perspective. A lot of, changes that occur within the energy, all right? And how the universe works in general, okay? Because God created the universe, God basically exposed everything, and everything that's obviously exposed is the Lord's, right? It's God's creation, right? So yeah, it's awesome. All right, collective. So, um, yeah, gorilla. Yes, you can, love. Yes, you can. All right. So, give me a sec. I do pause the astrology. Okay, let me see. Say this. Something like this breakup. Do you know I find someone new soon? Yeah. Okay. So, let's see, Father. Let's ask God. Real quick. Mm. Hmm. You're not looking. You're not looking. It's when you least expect it, but you're not going to push it, nor are you going to enforce it. Mm-mm. Um, there might be two people that you're going to meet. Um, you're going to see they're a bit pushy. It's not really justifiable for you at this time. You're going to see they're being a bit too much, right? They're not really going to give you space in a sense. You're like, oh no. So, I don't know if you already initially cut two people out, okay? Because they were immature. They weren't really understanding you. It was only about their needs, right? And basically some sort of, for some reason, potential in you. So, um, thank you, Father. Say that this person won't come around. Your person, you're patient. I see that. It's like some sort of meetup, some sort of gathering, some sort of event. And Spirit just showed me like the end of December. I don't know if you have to go somewhere, you're going to be going somewhere, you're going to be traveling at the end of December, mid December, but it's something about the end of December. Initially, first, I thought it was going to be November, but I'm like, no, you know, it's like, no, it's not November. So, no. It is the end of December. Okay, I don't know if there's some sort of travel plan, trip, or possibly you're going to be notified of basically going towards something or someone. It could be possibly maybe a family you possibly never seen before, or a family coming towards you with like some extra friends or something like that. Somebody bringing two people. I don't know. It's kind of odd in a sense. But yeah, your family is very family oriented. Okay, but there could have been some sort of separate detachment, and not initially saying, oh my gosh, I'm over you, I'm over my family. No. But there's always some sort of union or care or conversation. Someone's very loving. I'm getting very, very loving. They could basically initially be trying to chain a family together or something like that. I don't know. But there's just a beautiful indication of some sort of change happening at the end of the summer. Um, and you're going to have this sense of excitement. So look nice. I mean, not that you're not going to look nice, you are. But let's clarify, right, Zeta? So yeah, like Spirit saying that there's like two people you weren't really interested in. They were just being too pushy for you. You don't like pushy behavior, especially when you just initially got over something or someone. Okay, so yeah, right now you're just focused on you. You're just focused on your pentacles. You're just focused on your money right now and your family and just your health and your well-being. Okay, you're trying to find that sense of balance mentally before you find it emotionally. Okay, and that's just two steps that you need to take to basically find your sense of balance again. It could be a little off. Okay, so you also, like I said, this is for most of my Libras. I'll get to Libras. All right, yeah. Knight of Wands, fast forward movement here, taking action. See that Knight of Wands. See, wishy-washy behavior. Play your card. Play your energy. Okay, is that Knight? They're not a king, nor are they an emperor, right? So Knight of Wands is just someone that just wanted fast movement towards you. Were being pushy, okay, and you were like, oh hell no, I'm out of here, right? I'm out of here, yeah. The death card, Scorpio energy. Could have been another fire sign and could have been also another water sign, okay? And yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, things coming into your favor. Yep, how did I know? Event, collaboration, a meetup, okay? A meetup here. And where are we at? We're in September, right? October, November, December. So yeah, 3. See, 1, 2, 3. So by December, the end of December, there is a meetup, okay, like friends and family gathering, love. So yeah, look at you. Look at you. You're going to be so passionate and you're going to have a sense of excitement, okay? So this is beautiful here with the Ace of Wands, as I indicated, okay? Thank you, Father. Yeah, look at that. That person is your Nine of Cups. Now, as I tell you this, don't touch the person's face. Don't be like, oh my god, she's right. Oh my god, you're here. Don't do that, okay? This person will run faster than I don't know, okay? Just hold that sense of excitement inside, okay? Um, Ten of Wands speaks of basically responsibilities and burdens, okay? That you're going to be walking away by that time. Enough to basically get you set and within balance, okay? You're going to tell yourself when you meet this person, you're going to be like, about the past, I'm good. You're not even going to be thinking about the past anymore. You were like, why was I so burdened about the past? If I, like, why was I in my head about the past? Yeah, commitment, the Hierophant is your person. Thank you, Father. Okay, awesome. So yeah, remember, we all have free will, okay? So this can change, love, okay? Things do happen, right? There's always setbacks, there's always delays. Not saying that you're not initially going to be with your person. It's just for some reason God wants you to continue to work on yourself before you initiate anything and before this person comes face to face with you, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm getting, collectors, all right? Thank you so much. Thank you, Gorilla, for the hand heart. So if you have a question, let me know down below, okay, as well. All right, hold on. I love the support. I do. I appreciate it. Very, very grateful for all of you, all right? Yes, thank you, Mariah. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that support. Thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Um, you don't understand how much it takes for me to really connect with higher up and really have that sense of interaction and faith and believe and really go within. Collect is okay. And like I said, I'm going to be making a book, okay, a monologue or a video, perhaps, because you all deserve it, right? On the how and why aspect. Okay, because I know I receive a lot of messages on hows and whys, all right, but everything starts with God first, okay, and that's how you receive it. But yeah, I'll get more into depth when it comes to that. But you know, any sense of support will do. Collectives, okay, any support. All right, so yeah, I can also too as well heal. So hopefully, with God's help and God's wisdom and strength and knowledge, I'm allowing more than just clarity, but also healing. Okay, with God's strength and understanding through His eyes. So hopefully, I'm doing that for all of you people. Basically, taking that sense of suffrage and pain from all of you. Okay. Um, let's see here. Hold on, because the lights just came on. Okay. Let's see if I can ask Google to turn on desktop lamp. Hey Google, turn on desktop lamp. Oh gosh, she's not gonna turn it on. All right, so hold on. Okay. Okay, I see you, Ella. Thank you. Thank you for helping me too as well. I appreciate it so much. I'm like, woo, in the. All right, so. All right, so I'm gonna go accordingly. Like, it's okay. Just be patient with me. All right. So Zachariah says, okay, let me see because I know Ella indicated a listing real quick of who's Maria, Zach, and Ella. Oh, okay, awesome. Pharaoh. Hello, Maria. How are you? Blessings. Namaste to you. No love. Will she do yours? Oh, I'm thinking that that's a question. Apologies. Yeah, thank you, Ella, for the reminder. Okay, just waiting for your question. And collectors, please be patient with me, okay, as I continue to give all of you clarity one by one, okay? So blessings to you all, and namaste to you as well, all right? Um, I see your question, love. Thank you, Father. I don't see, Mariah, why you would believe that this person's not a man of their word. I mean, there's been delays, right? Hiccups, maybe, um, yeah, setbacks in a sense here, or maybe some sort of cause of delay where they'll indicate a specific time to you, and then you're like 1 hour later, you know. I'm just saying. But yeah, love, they're a man of their word. You know, they say what they mean and they mean what they say. So you shouldn't have any doubt whatsoever. You know, this person might just call saying if you need anything, you know, from a store or something like that. So yeah, this person is very about their words. So when they say that they're coming, they're coming. Okay. It's just always when it comes to like maybe some sort of travel situation, you know, or some sort of like hiccup or delay, but they always make it their way, some way, somehow, right? And then they basically think about you and they ask you what is it that you want, or if you would like to just come with them, obviously, before you guys take the initial step to conversate and, you know, enjoy yourselves humbly here. Okay. So yeah, this person is a person of their word. Okay. um, yeah, they really, you know, they know how it feels to be let down. You know, well, I mean, if it had to do with the fact that, you know, they're mad because, you know, when they wanted attention initially, you know, you was going through your things internally, and this person basically had to have some sort of understanding of that and respect that you just needed your space at the time. It's not that you were trying to ignore them, it's just you was going through your stuff, and you know, you didn't want to be too vulnerable in a sense where, you know, this person felt like, you know, you were having huge issues, to the sense where, you know, you didn't want to pull this person away or lose this person. So yeah, I understand, love. I get it. Okay, I do. But yeah, they're coming. Enjoy, have fun. You know. But like I said, there might be a few setbacks. There might be a bit of a delay, but this person does care about you, and they've been patient thus far, so far. Anyway, so yeah, you should know that. I love it when I get challenged. It's awesome, especially when a lot of people ask for general. I love it. All right, so collectives. I got like this white. Look at this little white. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Give me a sec because I'm gonna turn on the lights real quick. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh, awesome. Here we go. Yay! All right, so um okay. Thank you, love. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always give praise and thanks to the Lord, okay? Always. God gives you that strength and that knowledge and that knowing. I mean, He's the only person. Um, it is not good. I'm going to just justify that. It's not good to use cards primarily with source, right? Or use pendulums, you know. Um, Obviously, you know, if you are of natural source, if you are of the Lord, you speak the truth, and God doesn't make you look like no fool. Um, that was confirmation. You just heard like the loud storm. That was confirmation. Okay, so um, thank you, Mariah. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. Blessings to you. Love too. Okay, so yeah, collectors. Yeah. So let's get into it. Right, where were we? Oh my God, I love being so excited. All right, um, so let's see here. Thank you. I love taking screenshots, just testimonials. I'm gonna start putting each screenshot, maybe like edit it in a sense, and then just post it in front of my profile, like on my life. Those are just testimonials. You know, the Lord loves testimonials. He loves that. So yeah, I'm just FYI. If it's not for clarification, you know, because there is skepticism in this world, right? Because there's been a lot of false prophets, and there's been a lot of false behavior, and yeah, false untruths, you know. Um, so yeah, you know, you don't really initially know primarily where you're getting that information from source when you're using cards and pendulums, right? But if you're going to use it, and you know, you just ask God for clarity and clarification, and you're just using it because, you know, people have been hurt and they've been let down, then that's fine, because, you know, you're using these cards for pure intention, right? Not malice, right? Let's steer away from malicious acts, right? Okay, so yes, collective. So let's continue, shall we? All right, so awesome. Zachariah, Ella, and then Grill. All right, thank you, Ella. So let's see Zachariah's question, shall we? Can you? Okay. I pray that God is in my life, hopefully. Okay, so you want to know about your soulmate, correct? So Zachariah, just say yes down below. Okay, just say yes. So you just want to know about your soulmate, and then we'll clarify. Okay, because yeah, you've been. The thing is that you've been putting energy into something that wasn't giving you that same energy back. Okay, so hopefully, yeah. Thank you, Ella. Yes. Okay. All right. Awesome. So you have to release of that energy, love. Okay, completely before you believe, in fact, that you can be ready to move forward. Okay, so you got to let go of that internally, right? Let's clean ourselves internally before we, you know, obviously we have to, you know, take baths and clean ourselves externally. But what's important is your internal self, right? That's more important than anything. So yeah, just meditate, self-reflect, and you'll know for a fact when you're initially ready to basically start over and look elsewhere. But I believe that, you know, you're going to find your person, yes, and that person is going to give you everything and anything, without no questioning, nor doubt, nor explanation at all whatsoever. And this person is basically going to allow you to lead. And I do believe that's when that other person, after you walk away, is coming in your life, and that's just your justice, and it's their lesson. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's clarify, shall we? And let's see, Father, when will your person, because you really need to release of this because of how many years and months that you've gave your energy out like that. Usually takes perhaps a while, but it also depends on your discipline, okay, and your sense of consistency on basically self-reflecting and meditating and going within. Okay, so yeah, let's clarify. But I am getting thank you, Father, at the beginning of February. But let's clarify that also with the cards that I will see February, right? Maybe possibly maybe two wands perhaps, but let's see love. Okay, all right. Thank you, Father. All right, Zachariah Spirit. Thank you, Collectors, for being on the line. Zachariah Spirit. Yeah, see, look how long it's going to take you. Yeah, you're going to have your barriers up. It took you this long to basically wake up. I don't know if it was 7 years or it can't be 7 weeks. It could be 7 months, you know. Um, justice. See, it's your justice. Thank you, Father. And yeah, there's basically a sense of loss and regret, right? Of cups being empty, right? Empty promises and wasted, right? All right. Thank you, Father. Okay, let's see about your love now. The star is Aquarius, right? Aquarius is February. Thank you, Father, for that clarity. Amen. The star. That's when you're going to meet your person. Yeah, your person's going to help you heal. Three of Swords. Awesome. This is beautiful. Okay, and yeah, that's when you're going to be in a commitment. See the Hierophant? And then you're going to have that strength, that beautiful strength. They might have air in their chart, and they're going to have fire in their chart. Page of Pentacles. You're going to want to... So, I believe when you're going to be meeting this person, relatively might have to do with basically some sort of secondary income, or possibly maybe school, or some sort of talent or promotion basically that you're going to be receiving too as well, right? So usually when we receive love, right, after we basically done the work to release of our previous situation, right, and circumstance, the Lord has this beautiful tendency after you are receiving love and you're accepting of love for other things to continue to flow and follow your path here. So you have that Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, so it just speaks of basically some sort of truth here. And you could be meeting this person possibly maybe at work, in the month of February, or basically something that you're going to be initially wanting to do for yourself here. Okay, and this, I don't know why I'm getting the sense here that there could be, oh yeah, look at that, that's when this person's going to come back. Wow. Yeah, you're going to apologize to them, you're going to say no. Look at this. So right when you meet someone February, maybe possibly before the month of February, because you know, God doesn't have this tendency of basically putting you in a test, but He just wants to know that you're ready. Okay, and that's what happens. Eight of Wands is basically that quick love message all of a sudden from basically this guy. Okay, so you're going to be basically the runner. This person's going to be the chaser, but you're not running towards this person, nor do you have any intent to go back. So this is basically you apologizing to this person that you are in a solid commitment and you're happy. Okay. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Father. You just got back. Okay. Yeah. I love it. My fans and followers possibly usually do come in and out. Okay. In and out. And I love it either way. Um, you know, it is a bad omen, Zachariah, right? When I tell you everything, you know, you have free will. So, um, just know that it's February. And, you know, if you do know this person, let's just say per se, maybe they're going through something, okay, possibly maybe far worse than you, or maybe matching your energy just like you, right? So usually when I'm saying February, it could be possibly because you're going to be working on yourself while there's going to be someone also seeing you work on yourself. There could have been possibly maybe conversations about someone of interest. Possibly maybe could have hurt this person. You never know, right? So once this person sees you basically moving on, moving forward, and not having no sense of conversation in regards to a past situation or circumstance, right? Um, that's when they'll know that they'll be ready and that you are really intrigued and interested in them. All right. So initially, if this is somebody from work, um, yeah, allow them to work on themselves. Okay. I don't say February for no reason. I know you also want somebody to be complete, right? As well, right? With no sense of past baggage or um, inadequate behavior. Okay, you don't want to deal with that. So that's probably why the Lord is saying February. Okay, because this person's going to be internally complete, possibly maybe just like you, and that is a fresh new start, don't you think? I believe so. Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, who's next? Zachariah, and then it was Ella, right? I believe Ella. Okay, you're welcome, Zachariah. Met a new guy for you. Is he saying the truth or being single? I have been. Hmm. Ella, really put your foot down and let this person work for you and for your attention. This person's smart, ahead of the game. And I don't really think initially it's a game. It's just they do have obviously options, right? Not initially that they basically already asked of a settlement or like to settle. It's just this person is smart. They want to know if you have a mind and a brain of your own. They want to know how respectful you are, as a person, and how patient you are, and are you not a fast one? So yes, their intentions is pure, okay, and they have good intentions. The thing is, though, they're quick to cut off when they're seeing some sort of falsified facade or misrepresentation of you. They're pretty quick at basically observing that initially. All right. Make sure you're not putting too much energy in this person. Allow them to lead. Okay. Um, they don't like to be enforced. They like patience, and that's key. And the reason why they also like patience is because they're very self-aware of themselves and they're very confident and they're just very observant. Okay, so I'm not saying this person doesn't have options, they do, but they're trying to make a decisive decision, possibly between two people or three. Okay, and yeah, they're about to make that decision. So hopefully, you have a lot of integrity and dignity and self-respect to the extent where you're not giving too much of yourself too soon if this person has not claimed you on the first date. Okay, or instantly said, I claim you, or you're not going nowhere, or you'll just know by the sense of basically consistency. Okay, I mean, this person is consistent, but right now it's a lot of like push and pull off the strength that they're basically taking their time initially with each and every person. But this person's pretty patient, and they don't want to make no errors or wrong mistakes, moving forward in their path here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you know why? In the past, they received a lot of misrepresentations and falsifications, and they're pretty irritated and annoyed about that situation. So they took it upon themselves to really take that time and research on what they need to do so that they can be meticulous and witty and smart and ahead of everything for themselves. So yeah, the fact that they analyze and the fact that they did further research on what's a narcissist and who's egotistical and who's all about the benefits and who's all about this and that and the third, and not initially someone just representing them who they are truly as a whole. So they're pretty quick and being very observational and um, very quiet. But you'll know once this person has made a decision. Trust me, you're going to know. Okay, This person has a lot of self-respect for themselves. They're pretty disciplined, okay? And they love patience because that tells them a whole lot about you without explaining. And that's what they're looking for, okay? All right, cool. So let's clarify, all right, Ella? All right, collectors? Thank you, Father. Yes, his intentions are real, okay? But let's clarify, right? Let's ask God for clarity. Thank you, Father. Allah. Thank you, collectors, for the support too as well. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, Father, for the clarity. See, I want to show you something. They already moved away from this type of persona. See, they're no longer a knight. They're not playing. See, they moved away with the Six of Swords. They got away from that type of being, and they took in that time to basically research. Okay, so that things can basically go in their favor. Okay, so they're serious. Why? Ten of Wands. Look at how burdened they were. Okay. They walked away from empty promises, right? Misrepresentation of a lot of people. They've had it. They had enough of it. All right? Yeah. And about past hurts. Thank you, Father. And about basically being mentally manipulated, or some sort of manipulation tactic, in a sense where they basically put a veil on and lied to them. Eight of Swords, okay? So their intentions is real. They just want to know if you're real. And you're not moving too quick, too fast, too soon. Okay? Unless it's intentional, and unless this person has a purpose for you overall, future tense wise, and they're making it known right there and then. Unless you just want to have fun too. Okay. Thank you. Anytime. All right, collectors. All right. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the follows and the shares and the likes, collectors. Okay. Who else do I have, Ella? And then I'll continue with the sign. All right. I took a screenshot of that, Ella. I just wanted to do that. Is it okay if I call you Michaela? I do like that name though, by the way. I have two more people. Okay, Ella, indicate the first name, please, if you will. Thank you for your support and guidance. Christina, my love, I don't do yes or no. I mean, I usually indicate primarily yeses or no, but you know, I do go in depth, right? Because what I do, I love what I do. I have a passion for it, and you know, God doesn't make you look like no fool. So I basically indicate of a past notion, and then come with a future tense notion for you, and then a solution, right? So that you can receive clarity and healing. Okay, so that's what I do. Like I said, I am against pendulums. All right, I don't need cards to guide me. Okay, I have God to guide me. I use cards just for, people that have been possibly giving information incorrectly. Okay, but I go with them, and I believe everyone has a purpose. So hopefully everyone utilizes that purpose. And like I said, there is a quick video. People can search each level, part one, part two of my quick videos. It's basically a consolidated way of basically ascending. All right. All right. Oh, Honey, you went off live. Miss, the first name, the son is Honey. Okay. Miss is the first name. Oh, you mean Miss Honey. Oh, Gorilla too. Ella, don't forget Gorilla. He did support. Thank you, Gorilla, for the reminder. Thank you so much. You were after Ella. Okay. So collectives, just going accordingly through the list. That's it, okay? Just make sure to support, share, follow, and like the live, okay? And I just go through accordingly, not saying that I won't help. Collectives, I will help as much as I can. That is my purpose, okay? All right, so Grail, honey, okay. Gorilla, are you okay to be patient enough to for me to go through Grail and honey, or you just want to indicate something pretty simple in an instance here at this point in time? Then you will go ahead and indicate it. Okay, wow, that was quick. All right, Gorilla. All right, so Grail and honey, just be patient with me, collectives, okay? You will be next. So, all right, so does my son does my son's father not love me that much to return back to my son and I when he told me he hates me? I need to read that again. Thank you. Not love me. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. It's pretty broke down. Right in my head. Um, Thank you, Father. What is going on with this person? A sense of self abandonment and self deception just to basically be validated. And that's not a way of receiving love, not even from a child. What are they doing? Spirit saying victim mentality to receive some sort of attention and acknowledgement overall because they don't want to face the fact that they don't want to face the truth when it comes to your child. So there is a sense of victim mentality to an extent where they don't want to face it, they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to feel it. So, because of this victim mentality, they become numb and a nuisance to the fact that they're basically punishing themselves and everyone else around them. Thank you, Spirit, for breaking that down for me. Amen. So, yes, love, it has nothing to do with you. Trust me, this person needs some sort of, for some reason, validation, acknowledgement. Okay, that even though they are who they are, which they're basically not being honest with themselves and forthright and straightforward, what they're doing is some sort of self-deceptive tactic because they don't want to face the truth of some sort of sense of abandonment, possibly when they were basically young. Okay, instead of just manning up and initially acknowledging it and accepting it for what it is, they had no control over the time of them being basically abandoned, and they're trying to find some sort of sense of understanding of why they had to be that person to basically be put out to the dirt. But that's no excuse of basically treating your child like that. Should be a bigger and better person. And overall, the only way that this person is going to have a sense of justification is if they acknowledge the fact that there's not much control when it comes to the past, right? That you can do something about the now. And if this person doesn't get the bigger picture, they're basically going to end up really, not seeing you nor your son because you don't basically want that negativity, not even around your child. And it hurts because it's a father. Thank you, Father. Okay. So let's clarify. Yeah, so while you're trying to manifest this person back, right? While you're trying to do some sort of justification for your child, this person is trying to find a sense of basically, like I said, victim energy. I one up you, ha ha ha, because they basically don't want to hear the truth by the sword. See, they think that this is a joke. This is not a joke. It's not a game. You don't say it's your child. This is not another adult. This is not an external adult. Like grow up, man up, stop. And if you don't, that's exactly what's going to happen. The door is going to end up being closed on you, okay? Because you're not taking accountability for what's basically important in your life and leaving the past behind. Your child did not do that to you, you know? Learn from it, grow from it. And no, you didn't ask to be in that position. That's right. But it should have made you a stronger person and way mature I feel like the sun is mature than that person, and that's a disgrace. The Magician. Okay, you're trying to manifest that. Thank you, Father. Okay, so let's further clarify. Okay. Okay. Yeah, look at you. Very vibrant, magnetic, and very spiritual and understanding Queen of Wands. Okay. Look at that. This person even for some reason portrays himself to be a king of wands and an emperor. This is like manipulation tactic. Look at this. See, they know what they have to do, but they're finding it very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. So you're going to end up walking away. Okay, they know. See, that the emperor is a father figure. The emperor is a boss, an authoritative figure, basically of giving advice. They don't know how to initially, all right? King of Wands, okay, they know that they have to reach some sort of progress. See, Two of Wands. But what they're doing is they're stuck in this energy, okay? Manipulation tactic here, right? Pushing themselves in a corner, victimizing themselves here because of their past, okay? So, yes, all right. All right, Ella. Who else? Okay, yes, Honey. Honey, my love, you're next. Thank you, Ella. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. Blessings to you all. Okay. You've been manifesting. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go within, reflect, meditate, affirm, affirm, affirm positivity every day and move forward in your path. Okay. Hennessy, yes, here. I see you, love. I see you. Go ahead. Indicate your question. Indicate your question. Go ahead. Blessings to you. Namaste. Thank you, Truly Pearl 7. Thank you, Lisa Baby. I really do want to thank all of you, especially my loyal fans and followers. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. So grateful. I'm very graceful too to have you all. Okay. Go ahead, Hennessy, indicate your question. Andrew, I don't know if starting this YouTube channel. Oh, Hennessy, yes. Yes. Start something new. Collaborate. It is a time of working together, okay? It is a time of working together and collaborating, right? If things have not been going well, we are in that sextile position, okay? And the astrology alignment. So it's harmonious time. I will say this much though. If you do start doing that, utilize that. That'll be like your therapy with this person. It's going to strengthen you both. Be playful with one another, even though we're in times of Mercury, which basically means, struggle, war, all that chaos, upheaval, mishaps, mess. Ooh, you can control that. You can turn it around. Okay, just protect your energy at all times, your surroundings, and always be aware of what you do. Okay, and that's the whole point to Mercury, being more meticulous and more witty and more observant and more analytical and more aware, of everything and anything around you. Okay, but yes, that's your therapy. That would be a therapeutic moment. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you're gonna love it. Be playful. Take your inner child out. Don't be so serious. Play, enjoy. Okay. I don't think this person's going anywhere either, honey. I'm sorry. I don't know what you did to them, but they're not going nowhere. Spirit saying they're tied to you. Okay. Let's see here. Let me know if you want clarity, honey, too, as well. I'll give you clarity. All right. I'm just trying to go down through the list as much as I can, and then collective. I'm gonna have intermission, which is like a break for myself. Okay. Spirit's like break. Oh, he always said that. That's awesome. Hello, Ella. So, Ella, let's see who else is next. Just a little. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. Hi, Maggie. How are you, love? How are you? Wow, you hear that storm? I love it. That thunderstorm? It's like confirmation. Confirmation. Okay. I love it. When it storms, a lot of people are so scared of the rain, but I feel like that's like a baptismal going on, or like a huge shift happening for most of my people, which is like a time of celebration and gathering. And people get so scared of the lightning and the storm, but it's just really an indication that um, God hears you, and God's hearing all your prayers. Especially when it comes to that rainbow, right? It's a promise. Yeah, yeah, it's a huge shift going on. Huge shift of abundance for a lot of my people that have worked on themselves initially. So congratulations to those that have, and that has been going through so much. And you are deserving of the utmost everything and anything. Okay. So if you have a friend and they just want to give because they believe that you deserve it, then you receive of it, and you're grateful and you say thank you, right? Or just anybody who wants to give, right? You receive of it and you're grateful and you say thankful. Or if just somebody wants to apologize but then give, right? And you receive it, you're grateful, and you say thank you. Okay. Oh, awesome. Let's see here. It was just you, right, Henny? Lisa, and then Christina. Thank you. All right. Let's see if Lisa's in the live. Lisa, are you on the live? It is really stormy. You see it? I hear like the rain. It's beautiful. Well, hopefully, I'm gonna apologize in advance, Lisa. I hope you hear me, because the rain's pretty loud, So all right. So my Lisa, mm, beautiful, gorgeous. I wonder, Spirit is saying your level of security is be up and down sometimes, and Spirit. I mean, even your guides, they look at you and they're like, "Why?" Okay, that was the truth. Why? So there's some sort of you're having some sort of self awareness, right? Some sort of awareness in a sense here that it's like, is there like initial in-depth confirmation possibly of receiving some sort of validation or confirmation when it comes to others, but it could be vice versa, Lisa. I'm getting there's some sort of huge sense of insecurity. I mean, you're freaking beautiful. um, I'm getting to as well, there was a lot of tears because um, you were tired of either the neglect or the fact that people thought that you were a joke because of your looks, because of who you were and who you are, because of your sense of confidence initially, and that could have teared you apart or broken you down. And yeah, it's lowering your sense of basically insecurity and where you stand now. And it's becoming pretty difficult to get that sense of confidence initially back. So there could have been some wear and tear in a sense here, and it doesn't have to be initially with relationships. Like it just could have been some sort of boggled confusion, miscommunication, or manipulation in a sense to like basically wear and tear you down. So we're just saying break you to break you. Um, and it's like for some reason you wasn't seeing it at first initially, but things are getting better for you. Even though for some reason you may have to start from the bottom up initially here to receive your sense of confidence back. Because there could have been a lot of basically maybe losses to the extent where you could have really believed for some reason here that everything was just copacetic and fine. And that basically more than one person possibly maybe accepted you for who you are or were. But then you had the sense of realization that wasn't even the case. Nobody really wanted better as much as you want better for yourself. And so it could have been some sort of disadvantage, or like someone basically saying in their head, who do you think you are? Just because you had confidence and you didn't really mean anything about it. I don't know if there's a lot of third party, second party interference, always a lot of nosy people, possibly maybe around you too as well, always wanting to know something about you. Yeah. Spirit saying you're gonna have to push back, not to basically continue to trust anybody at all. Trust those who has basically initially been consistent to you and showed you proof. Especially those that basically gave you a hug when you were crying, when you needed a shoulder. It's pretty difficult to go towards day-to-day life when you're not receiving validation. So that basically sense of confidence is the fact that it is becoming completely hard for you to receive some sort of validation, but from whom? Someone that's not seeing your glow, someone that's not, that's judging you and not judging you. They shouldn't be judging you nor questioning you. They should be helping you and working with you and being beside you. So why? What are we working on? What are we doing? Why are we working on something that doesn't really want to work? We can't push somebody. We can't enforce them to be like, hello, hello, I'm here. No. Mm-mm. I'm getting the easy way out for some reason. And if you continue doing that, it's just going to be a sense of basically even a bigger, a deeper hole for yourself that you're going to have a hard time getting out of. Right now, your confidence level is there, but not where you believe that it should be. Okay, so always protect your heart, protect yourself here, and think logically. Think logically to basically continue on your path, because I need you to tell yourself, hey, I deserve better. I'm tired of the BS. I'm tired of the tic-tac-toe, right? I'm tired of the back and forth. And you're not very controlling again. You're not a controlling person at all. You're traditional in the sense here too as well, traditional. But then you possibly maybe became free spirited soul, and that was just a decision that you've made. Okay, so a very good level of independency here too as well when it comes to your sense of financial ship. Not very scattered, very organized. It could be someone very loving towards you, and it could just be a family member that's very loving towards you. I don't know if you always check up on this person or this person's checking up on you on a consistent basis to make sure that you're okay and balanced. But it's like for some reason you don't want to give someone your burdens, so you just take care of them and you tell them everything is fine. When deep down inside everything's not really fine, right? But we're not perfect. We're trying to better ourselves. And we could be blinded to what we actually know that's in front of us that's basically considered a red flag. And until we basically don't put our foot down. So I'm getting constant in and out, in and out. You're physically looking at someone always going in and out, and you're receiving excuses at times too, and some sort of delay too. Yeah, empty promises. I'm also getting the fact that here too, it could be belligerence, like argument here and there, so they basically can give them their sense of band-aid and their comfort of why they need to exit, not being likely told what to do. So I feel like for some reason it could be your energy, it could be a twin flame. I mean, they can get towards a soulmate, but it's completely up to them. But you're only going to give them a specific amount of time. Time is everything with you. Okay? Time is everything with you. It's like you stopped doing for this person. You used to do so much. You used to stop. You pulled your energy back. You're tired of the excuses, the in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's basically what broke you. That's what broke you basically your confidence, and you're really trying to get that back. But if this person's going to continue knowing that they can come back anytime, every time, that confidence is going to continue to wither in a sense here. But that's completely only if you allow it. Right now you're protecting your barrier, so it's like for some reason you're moving away, like you released of this mentally, but now the difficult part is the emotional release. So yeah, if you continue to receive of this person your emotional release, it's going to be like if you're going fishing every morning and throwing it back out in the lake or the ocean and then picking it right back up. Nice example, God. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify, Lisa, okay? But I mean, when it comes to your sense of establishment and stability, you really protect that, and that's awesome. Because that's basically how you initially was raised anyways, right? You could have been somebody that basically had all their stuff, you know, disoriented or all over the freaking place, but you're big when it comes to organization and the sense of basically strictness, and it's just something that you were raised to do and to know of doing for yourself initially. The only issue is love. I get it, right? We can either have one or the other, right? We gotta choose. Kind of sucks. For some reason, it's pretty rare to have love and to have, your financials all set in stone, right? But usually you get one or the other, and then everything else follows after the fact. Howdy, Ken. How are you? Yeah, this is going to be toxic, the devil. So there's a sense of basically obsession or toxicity. Toxicity, basically behavior that became very toxic, right? Yeah, this is becoming toxic because there we go. It's always the past, right? Not wanting to work on themselves. It's always the past. Yeah, let's be a fool. Let's go start something new, knowing that you didn't even take care of what you had to take care of previously internally. And now you just chose to bring that plus something else towards something new. Yeah. That's why. Vulnerability, sensitivity. This person knew that you were very loving and giving and nurturing, and no, not anymore. Yeah, sometimes it takes just that, right? The right recipe. If people only knew that what they're causing, they're giving you strength. They're allowing you to receive a breaking point to the extent where you become a stronger you. They think initially that they're breaking you down, or they think that they're making you weaker, and what they're doing you is a huge solid favor. So yeah, clarity, Ace of Swords. Yeah, I get it, Lisa. You'll come out of this and you're going to be very abundant, and you're basically going to, put your foot down, and you'll hear what you need to hear, but your focus is your abundance, your family, your wealth, your happiness, that 10 of Pentacles breakthrough from scarcity. Yeah, and you're going to get just that with the Judgment card and the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Then initially, right after that, as you continue to basically break this toxicity, cut it in half some way, somehow, here comes your 2 of Cups, which is your soulmate. But there is a but, love, after you take care of yourself, okay? After you take care of yourself. You see, if you allow this to continue, you see your mental, you're going to be ill. It causes great illness, okay? Okay, your diseases from possibly maybe your ancestries and stuff like that will occur early than the age that it should have been happening. Okay, so you manifest and you affirm positivity in your life, and I believe you'll be doing just that, and you'll be putting your foot down here. And yeah, gradually, you know, you really have this person exiting if they don't stop. Okay, all right. Confirmation, storm. All right, collectives. Thank you. Thank you for the shares, follows, and likes. It is 6:02 p.m. EST, 7:89. I'll possibly maybe be on 9 at night. I'm not too sure how many people will be up. Okay. But hopefully, you will be up. We'll see. All right. So yeah, thank you for being so supportive, and thank you for, you know, being here. I'm very grateful for all of you as well. Okay. And thank you for sharing the live. And thank you all once again. And please remember, put the Lord first always. I don't care what you're going through. Okay. Oh, Christina, I am so sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say your question. Apologies. Go ahead. Indicate your question. I forgot you were the last person. I apologize. Oh, you don't. Okay. Yeah. Not too many people have that anymore. It's like a boring installation. All right. So, Christina, go ahead. I'm just waiting for your question, love. And hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful evening so far. Okay. Okay. So, Christina. Okay. This person became so comfortable. They're um, they're comfortable with you. I'm getting something about food. I don't know why. I'm seeing food. Um, they just don't know how to. It's like they were attracted to you. I believe it was based off of communication, but not expression. It was like I'm getting like a meet and a talk about good intentions overall, intentions just in general, but just flirtatious behaviors and just of a friend first, primarily here, and then it became flirtatious. And it's like this person's going with the flow. But when it comes to a sense of expression, yeah, it's going to leave you towards confusion. But as Spirit is saying, if you're seeing this person comfortable, you're safe with them. And I believe that that's what's causing you confusion because you're not used to such comfortability. You're used to like initiation, right? And action and a sense of basically expression and a sense of excitement. And this person is very comfortable to the extent where they'll just put their feet up and have a nice plate of food and just be on some chill mode. I know you're very confused. Yeah, they do. They've never been so comfortable in their life. They're like on chill mode times 1,000. They just don't. They don't express. They've been like that for a long time, and it's going to be pretty difficult for them to express how they really feel towards you. Try not to enforce it. I mean, you're gonna. Yeah, I know this is crazy, right? Why should we be waiting for somebody to basically express something to us? But initially, if you met that person being very nonchalant, laid back, and relaxed, believe them. Um, that's who they are. All right. They're very observant. They're very peculiar, but they're also very smart in a sense here. Um, yeah. Even when it comes to their internal personal struggles or issues or past issues, in a sense, they're not opening. Um, they won't open just yet. Okay. I get it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, Maybe if for some reason you had the sense that this person, was just being laid back, on specific odd ends and days, and you were like, okay, yeah, like what next, right? A sense of excitement initially too as well, and it could be quite exciting, but um, for some reason, this person is just very, 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 very comfortable. I don't know if you have a tendency of basically tending to this person in a sense, or they're just feeling at home, like homey, or like I don't know. They just feel like they don't need to express much. And I know possibly maybe you try to have this sense of openness or communication with this person, and you're seeing that bland, dry behavior, and you didn't know that it was really this person. It was really who they were. Okay. I'm getting routine or something like that, right? Um, no, you might end up becoming disinterested. Um, there could be some sort of past factors, something that basically it's a struggle for this person to actually initiate or speak of right now. Okay. There could also be some sort of too as well interference in a sense, but I believe initially nothing against you. Um, Sometimes we try to separate when it comes to the child or the child's co-parent or co-parent or other person. Okay. Um, yeah, and maybe this person knows how this other person is, and they're very comfortable with you, but even though they're comfortable, they're very also overprotective of basically what they have, um, even though there's no sense of expression at all. Okay, so the fact that this person doesn't want you just yet to see this person initially is they're just not ready to even face that or talk about it in a sense, but it can also be the fact that this person has to protect you in a sense. Okay, because there's always a reason why someone left someone to begin with, right? Even though the fact that this person is not very as expressive in a sense, but the fact that they're consistently there always, um, and just going with the flow of things, that also says that they care. They're just not expressing it. Okay, so they're pretty sincere towards you. Um, yeah, I know. So hopefully, this person basically lets you know. Okay, really lets you know. Literally, it could also be something that's bothering them. Thank you, spirit. Okay, they're just not ready. Don't enforce it. Okay, and like I said, it could just be a misbehavior or behavior from someone. Then that means that they're protecting you from somebody. They don't want this destroyed. Okay, it could be some sort of interference initially, like someone externally or possibly maybe connected to them that's bothered of the fact that they're comfortable and they're happy with where they're at initially. Like I said, even though they're not expressing that, hopefully I don't know, you put your foot down and you express your needs and your wants overall. And I'm sorry you have to deal with that for over a year. But God has this beautiful tendency of basically showing you red flags before you allow it to get that far. Okay. And if you felt uncomfortable initially about something, yeah, you put your foot down until this person basically respects you. And if they don't respect you, they got to go somewhere. You're not going to tolerate that because now you're frustrated and it's going to lead to confusion. And that's exactly what it's doing. You're frustrated. This person is not telling you everything. And if it's a year, oh, you should have deserved to basically listen to something. So if your instincts and your intuition is telling you something's off and nothing's being proclamated or indicated in a sense where this person for some reason has this level of security, because this person is comfortable initially, comfortable of everything that you do, they love it. I'm not gonna lie. But there is for some reason the need to feel that, their level of privacy is their level of privacy. So then for that, stay alone because you're acting single. Because initially your problem is their problem and their problem. It's your problem. Especially after a year. Um, always stick to your intentions and what you want. And make sure, Christina, that that's stated before 6 months pass. Okay? Because if you indicate what do you want after 6 months, they're going to look at you like you're a joke. Okay? They're not going to take you seriously. Possibly maybe not even introduce you to a child. And that's disgusting. That's a disgrace. All right. Let's confirm. Yeah, there's love here. Like I said, this person cares about you, but they're recovering from some sort of ending. Okay? Yeah, you're confused. Yeah, manipulation tactic too, as well, inclusive in here. Being dragged. No, I'm good. You've been waiting for a proposal. You've been waiting for a sense of happiness expression. They're not giving you this because, love, they're still recovering from the past. And what they did is they dragged you in their recovery. And when this happened, it's okay to be loving in the beginning. Cool, awesome, great. But as you continue seeing this act, it's not okay. Ever. You're supposed to put your foot down and fight for this. For yourself. That you weren't going to tolerate it. Okay? If you let it drag for a whole year, this person's not going to take you seriously. Mm-mm. So this is why this person's reflecting on the past. I don't know if this person's basically going within and thinking that you're different or that you didn't do something that was basically standoffish or different. Yeah. They're not taking you seriously. You're telling me a year. That conversation should have happened before 6 months passed. And if that person has been giving you the silent treatment for a year, then that's just their way of knowing that they can come back to you or that you'll come back to them after they're paying attention somewhere else. Yeah, you're not a joke. Sometimes people gotta basically learn these lessons here, especially when you love someone. Okay? I want to indicate an example primarily here. An example, okay? A man's gonna know the level of respect that you have for yourself is how you basically put your foot down when something is bothering you. A lot of females, for some reason, give these guys, like, I don't know, praise when they're doing something wrong. And men have this beautiful tendency of being very observational. They know what they're doing is wrong. They're not stupid. They just want to know how much respect and value and worth you know that you are. So what you were supposed to do, love, is give in and tell this person you're not going to tolerate that before 6 months, not after 6 months, because that's just a joke to them now. That's how these men know that you're ready. That's how they're going to respect you. And then that's how they're going to see you flourish. And then that's how they're going to take you seriously when you put your foot down and you tell it like it is. That you're not a joke, you're not a game. And whatever misbehavior you're playing, that you want it to stop now. You're not joking. That's how they're going to know that you care about them. And that you care about yourself first. Okay? Because there's possibly people that in their past that didn't care about them. They didn't care if they dug themselves in a hole. They didn't care if they were depressed. They let them swallow in pity and drown because all they wanted was a benefit of them, not to heal them, not to be beside them, not to work with them. Okay? Because you say he loves me. He cares. He cares. Because he's seeing you put up with his BS. See, there's a difference. There's a difference when somebody cares about you, and then there's a difference when a man actually says that they're in love with you. A big difference. Yeah. You've been waiting for this proposal and this happiness for a while. And that's why you're so confused. You're going to end up taking your control back here and pull back, okay? He cares about you. Care is also saying that someone loves you, yes. But the in love part, not yet. It's different for every man. It's different for every man. It just depends on how long you've allowed yourself to deal with it. And how long he knew that he can get away. So, yeah, you can. You can enforce change. Remember, you have the power. He's still in your energy, right? He's still around you, right? He hasn't went nowhere. But he knows that he has his initial control. So he knows when he can ignore you, not deal with you, and when he's going to want to deal with you. That's not how this works. Reflect. No, but there is competition. Obviously, there is temptation. I'm seeing that 5 of Wands. But there is no initial action. Not yet, in a sense. Not yet. But there could also be confusion on this person's end too as well. I need you to follow your core, Christina, okay? I need you to follow your instincts. I need you to really trust you and what you know you need to do. Hopefully it's not too late. Right, Gorilla. I know. I get too deep, right? All right, Gorilla, go ahead. Indicate your question. Okay. Usually just a passion I like to do, especially when I'm listening to God's advice. Right? All right. So indicate your question, Gorilla. You're welcome. Okay. Just waiting for you, Gorilla. And then collectors, I will be exiting, okay? Oh, True Girl 7. Um, I'm thinking. Truly Girl 07. Message me. I believe I already know what you're gonna ask. So just message. Just waiting on. Wait. Hmm. I don't know if it's like control, like this person just doesn't want to change. But really, you gotta allow this person to fall and learn on their own. They need to learn on their own. You can't think that you can do everything and anything at this point in time. I believe for some reason you had some sort of communication and it led nothing but to headaches and frustration. Your child can feel that energy, by the way. Okay? Focus on your child and allow this person to fall. So when they do come back, they come back because it's within them to do so righteously, not because you're enforcing it. Because either way, you're going to feel some sort of way. And it's not a good feeling because it's not something genuinely that this person wants to do right now. They're struggling, they're fighting within themselves here because they're in denial. Okay? Literally. All right? And it hurts. Every day, this person for some reason has a tendency of suppressing that pain for something else pleasurable. So, let this person fall. It possibly may be their lesson, or your son's going to be their lesson. There will be reconciliation, though. But after some sort of letdown or some sort of eye opener awareness. And it sucks that something always has to happen externally for someone to wake the hell up. That hurts even more. So yeah. Just focus on your child. Some people let go of their children not because they want to, because they sacrifice so that they can have a happy home, stable life. And that's painful enough. Receiving misguidance, miscommunication, and a lot of judgments. Not actually knowing somebody's pure intent and true heart. And some people are just selfish. They don't really have to give their child. They just want to see what they can benefit from. Knowing that they can't tend to their child or give them a good life or a happy home. That's more painful instead of knowing the actual truth. Okay. I want to say this to you. If he has a difficult time of accepting what is, and has a difficult time of loving himself, how can he love something else? Literally. They have to acknowledge first to actually know what love is and actually show initiative. That's unconditional love. But a love for a child, that's always there. It's always there. The desire is there. Whether they want to admit it or not, that's never going away. That's their legacy. That's their child. There will always be love there. Oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, wow. What are we doing? Okay. Oh, wow. This is like a good omen. A very, very good omen for you. You pass some sort of lesson. It's like good luck. What are you doing? You're working on yourself. You're trying to keep afloat, okay? Even though it's not everything, it is everything to you. So you're being grateful. A little less talking, more thinking. So you're maturing. Awesome. Opening up. Socialization. So you're basically socializing little by little too. Well, not really talking much, but it's like for some reason you're realizing some things basically that needs to be worked on little by little. And you're getting to just that. You're getting there. Um, I'm like picturing in my head you laying down, you're watching something, you're very nonchalant, you're very relaxed. I don't know if it's some sort of show or something that you're watching. Um, very patient, but you're not in your head as much either. I'm getting tending to, like there's some sort of tending. What are you tending to? What are you working on? You're working on something. Um, is it like something creative, like basically to boggle your mind, to um, to not be distracted? Let me see if you're going anywhere. I feel like you're going somewhere. Hmm. That's why it's a good omen. Yeah, it is. You're receiving something from someone, part of a family member. They're just waiting for right timing. I don't know if you're part of this conversation. No, you were. You were externally off of this conversation. Someone's been so diligent and so patient to give you something. They waited for a very, very long time. And now it's time. I don't know. Someone's very overprotective of you. You're trying to open yourself up. You could be closed in. So you're protecting. What are you protecting? You're protecting your emotions in your heart. So that's probably why you quickly got over someone. But are we really over them, truly? Are we just covering this with a band-aid? So there's a lot of good things coming for you. It's beautiful. Someone could be seeing you work on yourself little by little. They're pretty possibly maybe proud of you if they haven't said it enough. Things could hinder you easily, and now they're not hindering you that much. Okay? Alright. Yeah, look at that. The Hermit. You reflect it. Nine of Wands. Wounded warrior energy. Because you've been through so much. You possibly maybe allowed yourself to go through these things not knowing the outcome. You didn't even ask for it. You didn't ask for it. Justice. I knew it. I knew you was getting something from somebody. You're getting something from somebody. But you're also balancing. This is going to give you justice. This is something, it's fairness. It's fairness. It's yours. And someone's been waiting, some sort of equity or honor. Something that's yours. Yeah, someone very loving. They've been waiting. Look at that. Look at them. The Fool. They fought for this too, by the way. So you probably didn't know. So you're distracting yourself from a heartbreak by basically turning it around and doing something positive for yourself. But you're also going to receive communication too as well. You're probably going to break down. Yeah, you're going to cry too. It's someone very loving and nurturing. So they see you go through a lot from your past. They just didn't want to say anything. But you're going to receive it. And it's going to give you a sense of justice. I don't know if this is basically long term, but yes, it is. Come back to me. When you receive this news, the sense of justice and accountability and fairness for you, for everything that you basically went through. And you're balancing your anger, your emotions, and everything. You're balancing that out. You're doing it yourself. So people could be seeing you change without you even knowing that you're changing. So you're going to be aware now that you are changing. We'll see. I can't say too much, my love, okay? You have free will. And it's just a bad omen. Okay? We'll see. Patience is key. All right, collectives. Blessings. Namaste. Thank you for the shares, follows, and likes. Take care. Thank you for being here and being supportive. Yes, you are. That you are.